Hey everyone, so this is my review of The Librarians, Season 3, Episode 8, called The Eternal Question. And basically what this episode's about is that when a couple mysteriously bursts into flames, Jake, Ezekiel, and Cassandra go to this wellness retreat resort sort of area that while there they possibly find the answer to eternal life, but it might not be all it adds up to. And while that's going on, Eve and Flynn sort of spend much needed time alone with each other. And this was a really interesting and really great episode that had so many great moments to it that were just so much fun to watch. And I really liked the idea that they went with the vampires in this episode, where they had it where the vampires were able to walk in the sunlight as long as they stayed on the grounds of this sort of resort area. And the whole reasoning behind this with having a connection to these rocks that I can't remember the names of, but they're from meteorite and from space and stuff. And when these rocks came into contact with the water in this resort, is what caused it for the vampires to be able to walk in the sunlight. And that was really cool that they did create this scientific background to it. And it was so much fun to watch Jake and Ezekiel freak out and go full on vampire slayers once they found out the truth about the people who are running this resort. And I really love that this whole episode pretty much focused on Cassandra and her problems and sort of her finding a reason to keep on living. And I thought that was so cool that they did really make this episode a great episode for Cassandra and put most of the focus on her. And the final fight scene with Jake and Ezekiel and all that stuff seemed really kind of weird because of the fact that they seemed to be surrounded by all this wooden and wicker furniture, but they didn't care to smash any of that furniture to kind of use it as a stake or something. They just kept punching and getting beaten up by all these vampires. So it felt like they were missing a key point or key tool that they could have been using. And the ending of this episode for Cassandra was really cool, with her finally kind of being able to control her magic a bit more, with it showing a moment where she sort of telekinetically communicates with another person and all that stuff. So that's really cool, and hopefully they'll expand a bit more on that in the future. And then all the moments with Flynn and Eve in this episode were okay and kind of nice, but not really all that necessary in this episode. And I do have to say, overall, I really loved this episode, and it was just such a joy to watch. So, yeah, that's my review of The Librarians, Season 3, Episode 8, called The Eternal Question. So, yeah. Bye!